3 massive volcanic eruptions have occurred in the last 2.1 million years, but they're nothing compared to what's coming. You heard that right. In the last 2.5 million years of Earth's history, there have only been 3 eruptions that had a volcanic explosivity index rating of 8 or higher. For reference, an 8 means that an eruption column reached 30 kilometers into the atmosphere and ejected more than 30 cubic kilometers of material during the eruption. A 9 is when the eruption column reaches the stratosphere, which is 100 kilometers above the surface of the Earth. And a 10 is when an eruption blasts material all the way to outer space. All 3 of these happened within the last 2.1 million years. So how big are these volcanoes? What are their names? And where are they located? Let's find out. The first super eruption we will discuss happened in Tanzania, at a place called Oldoinyo Lengai. This is a volcano with a history dating back 2.6 million years. It is also known as the Smoking Mountain, since it is one of the world's only active carbonatite volcanoes. Carbonatite is a rare igneous rock that is rich in calcium and rare earth elements. The most recent eruption began in September of 2022 and continues to this day. But the largest recorded eruption was in 1983 when it violently erupted to a height of 30 kilometers. The eruption column contained 35 cubic kilometers of volcanic material and was rated a VEI 8. Since the eruption, the volcano has continued to grow, and scientists believe that it may erupt again soon. Our next supervolcano is located in Yellowstone National Park in the northwest corner of the United States. Yellowstone is the site of the largest active volcanic system in the United States and possibly the world. Over the past 2 million years, it has experienced 4 major eruptive periods that have created the Yellowstone caldera. The first 3 were so large that they were considered super eruptions. The third and largest of these events happened about 640,000 years ago and was given a VEI rating of 8. It is estimated that 2,400 cubic kilometers of material was ejected during this event. Most of the material fell within the borders of present-day Idaho and eastern Washington. Ash also traveled to the Gulf of Mexico, where it formed a layer 4 inches thick. If this were to happen today, over 8 million people would have to be evacuated from their homes. But all of that is nothing compared to what happened in Indonesia. About 2.1 million years ago, Mount Toba in Indonesia erupted with such force that it is now considered the largest known eruption in the history of our planet. The eruption threw an estimated 2,800 cubic kilometers of material and created a caldera that is now 100 kilometers wide and 50 kilometers deep. The eruption column reached the height of 40 kilometers and sent ash as far away as Australia, India, China, and Japan. If this were to happen today, many major cities such as Tokyo, Beijing, Mumbai, and Sydney would need to be evacuated. So there you have it, 3 supervolcanoes that have erupted in the last 2.1 million years. But the good news is that none of them are due to erupt anytime soon. Well, maybe not so good news for the people living in or around Yellowstone, because scientists recently reported that the magma chamber beneath the park has been slowly filling up. And if you thought the previous eruptions were bad, just wait until you hear about what's coming. Yellowstone's magma chamber is located 6 to 9 kilometers beneath the park, and it is filled with a molten rock called magma. The magma chamber has been slowly filling up over the past few decades, and it may cause a magma intrusion in the middle of the caldera. The magma intrusion could cause the supervolcano to grow and lead to a new super eruption. If this happens, it will be the largest eruption in at least 13,000 years, and it could throw more than 1,000 cubic kilometers of material into the air. Most of the damage would be done to Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming, but the entire western United States would be affected. So what should you do if you live in the western part of the United States? Not much. There is no way to predict when or if a super eruption will occur at Yellowstone. But if it does, it will be the largest natural disaster in the history of the United States. If you want to learn more about supervolcanoes, check out the video on the supervolcano that could destroy California.